this sport what it is, a rivalry game. For many schools and fans, it's days like today that can set your feelings about your school allegiance and provide a sense of accomplishment or dread for a very long time. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The LSU Tigers offense will get the first possession of the game. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, you get all the quotes, all the people talking about all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
LSU will get a first down.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team. We're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Looking downfield, it's Foster. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's complete to the left. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs.
There he goes. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Trying play action. Throws for the tight end. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions with the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
To the ground to try to move the chains. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
And that's a frustrating couple plays for this offense, man. Such a great situation on first down, gaining all that yards, almost got a first down. And then second down and third down, you just don't execute and then go backwards. This offense is stuck in reverse instead of trying to fall forward, get a first down, do something positive.
Needs it to keep this drive alive. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. So Texas A&M's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football.
Breaks free! Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. The Aggies just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air, it's Hawkins. Working that left side now. Touchdown, Aggie. A great catch and run for 6. When they have something to cheer about here, this Kyle Field crowd is the most choreographed group in all of college football.
They've got so many chants and cheers that I had no clue about, Reese, until we visited. And you see it's choreographed, it's perfect together. And how about this choreographed start? Exactly how they drew it up early, getting this place going bananas.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. The short hands, it's Carr. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after it. Trying to get rid of it. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you've gone. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it first and 10 at the 50. Looking for a man. It's Hawkins. Zings it complete to the right. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Armstrong. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. First and 10 coming up. Got it behind the line. It's Norman. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a second and long. He wants to throw it again. Makes the grab. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on third and long. He's looking to pass. The screen. He can go. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. Between the uprights, it's good. And that lead grows even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the Mountain West, which is why this one is notable. New Mexico is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside University Stadium, one of the more fun places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to UNLV. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, fellas, and we'll circle back if anything big happens.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Finds a man on the left. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. From the gun, the ground game.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Carr. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
It's a really nice play there. The thing about this guy, he forces the defense to have to stay disciplined. You just can't take a play out. He reminds me of an old LSU quarterback that I used to play against, Kurt Tyler. He was a guy that could hurt you throwing the ball, but he was also shifty and he could extend plays. We had a great defense at Florida, full of NFL dudes, but he just never let you feel comfortable because of his athleticism and his dynamic ability. This guy has a little bit of that, too.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Bunch formation for these receivers. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. To the air. It's Foster. Oh, he makes the catch. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
And the defensive coordinator is irate on the sideline. Third and long. It's a short throw. You've got to be able to rally, make a tackle, and force the punter onto the field. They let him get loose, break some tackles, and with the first, the offense stays on the field.
First and goal and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Got his man on the right. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now the offense tries to punch it in on second and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers!
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They put together an 81-yard drive, and it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
They get him on the ground, but that'll be enough to give Texas A&M a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll ride the hot hand. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Hawkins. Hit as he throws. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They marched to the end zone the last time they had it. Do it again, and they'll be on top. Grabbed behind this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, the defense was ready coming into this one for this running back being a factor in the pass game. That time, they were draped all over him. As soon as he caught the ball, he went down for a loss of yards.
Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. It's complete on the right side. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding.
That's a really nice run. One thing I love about him is he's got versatility. Reminds me of a guy I used to play against back in the day, Kevin Falk. He could catch the ball, he could run the ball, he could block, he returned kicks. He did everything for the LSU Tigers, and this guy, he's got that ability too. So many different tools in his toolbox.
Gets it out fast. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Back to throw, it's Foster. Rushes on him. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man in the middle. Open space at the 25. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. When that receiver got 3, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Caught over the middle. It's Williams. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. With the catch, it's Norman. Stopped at the 47-yard line. A 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. And the Aggies will snap it on 1st and 10. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. They'll snap it from the 47 on 1st down. Back to pass, it's Hawkins. Right on the money. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Throws to the wideout. Finds space on the right. Gets away from one. Finds some space. Touchdown, Aggie! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They'll start this drive going to the air. The sure hands, it's Carr. That one could really put them. Into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got it. Still on his feet at the 45. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. First and 10 from the 25. Might be changing the route. Wants to throw on first down. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Dropping back, it's Foster. Here's a heat. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Touchdown, LSU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Marshall is ahead right now in Huntington, but that's not exactly Randy Moss out there controlling this game. Things are a long way from being over. They're up by 10 over Appalachian State. We'll keep you updated on things in a game that could alter the balance of power in the Sun Belt. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Got it in the middle, it's Armstrong. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Using the quick game, and he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Second down, he'll throw it. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Trying to take it back. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead, but with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
Looking to pass, it's Foster. Pressure coming. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Lost the fire on second down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Washington. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. LSU lining up first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. And it's picked off at the goal line. And he will step out of bounds, but what a way to get the ball back for his offense. Only 10 seconds remaining here in the first half as they put it in play, 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to throw. It's Hawkins. This time on target. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Looking to throw on first down. He's got an open man. Turning it on. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. To the ground with the back. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Williams. Gets it inside the 10. Out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. The Aggies had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Touchdown, Aggies! And that one will give them the lead.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. To the air on first down. Finds his man. It's Turner.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking for a gap. It's Lindsey. Past the first down marker and still running. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the ground. He's got it again. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Off the play fake. Now improvising. Had to throw it before he wanted. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Finds his target down the middle. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down. Wide receiver going in motion. The give from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
And the Aggies are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Gives it on the option. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Dead center perfect. They double their lead up to 6 here in the third quarter.
Well, you're always going to wonder what would have, could have, should have happened on fourth and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
And he'll just take the knee, and this drive will start. 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. On the run, it's Turner. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Now they'll run it to the right here.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it. But the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop. And now you set up third down. And this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
On target to the left. He's loose. Touchdown LSU. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
Lining up for the point after and the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. ULM is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Warhawks have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. They're trailing by 10 to Texas State. Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Off the play fake on first down, the throw. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. That's caught. It's Turner. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. And the Aggies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Working the middle. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. This offense is feeling itself right now, and momentum's coming along with it. The play action fake. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Thomas. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Texas A&M ready to go with another 1st down. He'll pull it on the read. Slithers into space. Made a defender miss. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. The Aggies, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. They march 78 yards down the field. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Under fire. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
Got it in the middle. It's Tootin. He'll get a fresh set it down, stopped at the 31-yard line. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Dropping back, it's Foster. Makes the catch. Oh, he's got some space. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. The Tigers will have it 1st and 10.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They just keep firing. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Caught near the sticks. It's Tootin. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Green. Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. Defense got it. They're on the run. And they'll get him down after a solid return. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. Takes the handoff. It's Lindsey. Got enough space. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And that extra point was good, and now they have the lead in the 4th. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. They believe they can run right here. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about that defense in the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
Able to get a foot down in bounds and make the catch. Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Hawkins. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Trying to beat the D deep. Snags it inside the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Tigers.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the bread basket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. He's going to take off on the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Scanning the field, it's Hawkins. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
It's such an advantage for a defense when you can add to your pass rush by blitzing guys, but especially when you've got a middle linebacker like that can collapse and push the pocket into the lap of the quarterback.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Fires to the big fella. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Here comes the biggest drive for the defense, desperate to get a stop. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. Brought down, but looks as if LSU will pick up the first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's Foster. Under fire. They get to him as he throws. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Just needs a crack to get a return. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. Last drive was a quick 3-and-out, and now time is even more of a factor to get something going. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
This game is so close to being salted away if the offense can just run out the clock. Give to the running back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Power football with the run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. They'll go to the air. Grab near the marker. It's Green. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Off play action. Punch it out of the air. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
It's a tough position to be in on defense, right? You're trailing in this game late. You're thinking they're going to run it. We got to get bodies in line of scrimmage, get a stop, get the ball back. They go play action and throw it over your head. Tough spot to be in.
Quarterback's just going to take a knee. You sort of think that over the years you get immune to these types of upsets, but this one is a shocker that might go on the list of all time.
Dude, huge win. Like, you can't say enough about being a team with a considerable talent disadvantage. Like, you're the underdog for a reason. You go in, this is a top 10 team you're playing against. Like, everything says you shouldn't win, but Palmer, they came out and they absolutely took care of business.
Yeah, they showed up in the biggest moment. You got to give these players a ton of credit. They may not be as talented as their opponent, but this was a game and an opportunity that they took advantage of. They made the plays they needed to make. They put the rest of college football on alert with this win. This is one these fans will be talking about for years